Good afternoon and welcome to the Academic Catalog Editing presentation for the 2023-2024 Undergraduate and Graduate Academic Catalog. My name is Ryan Forsyth. I am the Vice President for Enrollment and very glad to be with you today and share this information to help you edit the Worcester State Catalog for publication this summer 2023. Let's get started. The academic catalog is available both online and in print copy. The print copy, you see an example of it in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. This is the book that is available in offices and different departments around campus, where students and staff can gain access to information about our academic programs, policies, and so much more that is available in a fixed way through our catalog, and is applicable to students that enter during the 2023-2024 catalog, or at least that's the one we're going to be working on soon. The academic catalog is also available online, and the screenshot that you see on your screen with the picture of the students walking in front of the Wellness Center, that is the first page of the online academic catalog. That online academic catalog, both undergraduate and graduate, is available at a website which is located in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. It's catalog.worcester.edu. These two things are identical. The online catalog matches the printed catalog and vice versa. And as I said a moment ago, these catalogs are static. So we create them, we edit them in the spring semester, we finalize them in the summer, we print them in the late summer, and they're available in the fall semester for students, again, that enter during that academic year. Today, we're going to be talking about editing that catalog. And in editing the catalog, it's important to understand that the catalog is made up of many different sections. Some of those sections you can see listed on the screen in front of you. As you open up the navigation on the left side of the online catalog, you can see that there's different sections like general information and academic programs and admissions. These are the different sections that will be edited during the next few months in preparation for the final catalog that will be produced this summer. If you'd like to see some of these sections, you can visit this catalog online at catalog.worcester.edu, and you can also see these sections inside of the printed catalog that is available in various offices and departments around campus. Now, more than likely, you're viewing this video because you've received an email inviting you to edit a portion of the academic catalog. That email may look like the one that is here on the screen. These emails are sent automatically by our catalog management system to all of the individuals around our campus who have the initial responsibility of reviewing content inside of the academic catalog. The email that you see on your screen is an example that was sent to me. It was specifically sent to me because it has information specifically for my role. My role in the catalog editing system is called VPEM. And so you can see that acronym in the email on your screen. This was sent only to me and only for my review. So if I click on that blue link that's in the middle of the email, that's going to bring me to only the pages of the catalog that I need to review. I won't have to look at catalog pages that belong to other individuals because that blue link only brings me to my content that I need to review. Now, you are likely the initial editor of this content, but there are subsequent editors for pretty much every section of our academic catalog. I'll give you an example. A biology page in the catalog is likely to first be reviewed by the biology chairperson. That biology chairperson may decide to collect opinions or content from other folks within the biology department, but then ultimately the biology chairperson has the initial responsibility of editing the catalog content to be accurate for the biology department. Once that first editing, that first review is complete, that portion of the catalog, in this example, the biology portion, will be sent on to the next editor, which in this scenario would be the dean of the science and health school. That dean would then review the content, possibly make some additional edits him or herself, and then forward that page on to be reviewed by the provost. And on it goes until those sections are completely reviewed. But the place that you begin is the email that you see here on your screen. And if you're watching this video, more than likely you have one or more of these emails in your inbox. It is possible that you could receive more than one email if you are responsible for more than one section of the catalog. For instance, if you complete a review content that is in an academic area and an administrative area, you might receive two different emails that give you the opportunity to review two different sections of the catalog. Now, when you click on that blue link in the middle of that email, it's going to bring you to an editing and approval window that looks like the one here on the screen. Now, this example that's on your screen is from Business Administration. You can see that there are a number of different sections that are listed in the Business Administration area, such as the ones that are listed near the middle of your screen under that horizontal facing red arrow. That horizontal red arrow is pointing at different sections of the academic catalog that have been sent to, in this case, the Business Administration Chairperson. We know that this is the Business Administration Chairperson because the role is identified as the BA Chair. You can see that under the vertically oriented red arrow. That role of BA Chair is very important because that section can only be edited by the individual that is identified in that role, the BA Chair. If a chemistry chairperson tried to go into this BA Chair section, they would not be able to edit this page because they don't have the rights to do so. This is specifically for you and your role. So when you get to this window, you'll want to make sure that that role drop-down is accurate for you. If you are the BA Chair, then this would be the place you'd want to be. If you are the Chief of Police, then you would need to use that drop-down to change your role to be appropriate for you. Now, each one of the lines of text next to the horizontally oriented red arrow are different sections of the academic catalog. In this case, it looks as though the BA Chair has an undergraduate portion of the catalog, or a catalog section in the undergraduate catalog, and a different section in the graduate catalog, both of which need the review of the BA Chair. So each one of those items listed next to the horizontally oriented red arrow will need the BA Chair's review, and we'll go ahead and review them in the window that you see below. If you need to get to this editing and approval window directly, perhaps you've lost or deleted the email with the blue link right in the middle of it, well, you can use the link that's at the bottom of your screen. This link, nextcatalog.worcester.edu/CourseLead/approve, will bring you right to the window that you see here on the screen, and then you'll just need to use that Your Role drop-down to choose the correct role for you. Once you get into these editing pages, you'll notice that there are multiple different sections. In this business administration example, you can see that there is an overview tab, there is a programs tab, a faculty tab, and a courses tab. Now, the majority of the editing for academic departments will take place on the overview tab. Here, the chairperson has the prerogative to enter information that is germane to their academic discipline, of course, and is helpful in helping readers understand what needs to be known about, in this case, the business administration department. You can see that there's some free-form text. There's also some widgets within this editing tool that allow you to make charts like the one that you see in the admissions requirements section of this business administration page, and many other opportunities for you to make edits so that the overview portion of your catalog section reflects your academic department. The Programs tab includes information about the academic programs that are within this academic department. So in this academic department, there may be a major or a minor or a major with a concentration, and all of those will be listed separately for the editor to review. Now, in order for an academic program to be updated in the academic catalog, it must first be updated through the governance system. As an example, if the business administration major needed to have some of its core course requirements changed, that couldn't be changed in the academic catalog because it must first go through the governance system. Now, the governance system only meets usually until May each academic year. So if you do have academic program changes, you'll want to get those in very, very soon, really prior to April, so that the governance committees have the time that they need to review that proposal and potentially get it approved. Any program changes that are not approved by the time the catalog is produced in the summertime will not be included in the next academic year's catalog and will need to wait a whole year before the next academic catalog is produced. Next, we have the faculty tab. Next, we have the faculty tab on your screen. This is where the academic department's faculty are listed. This list of faculty information includes names and credentials and a number of other pieces of information about each of the individuals that are in the academic department. This information is updated every year by the Employee Services Office. So Employee Services has the information about all of us in our employment, and that information is updated by Employee Services in their records, and then that information is transferred into the academic catalogs each summer. So when you're reviewing your academic catalog content this spring, please know that the faculty that are there will be representative of the faculty that were here when this last catalog was printed. In this case, that would have been the summer of 2022. It won't be until the summer of 2023 that your faculty content is updated. So don't worry about updating individual records on the faculty tab. The last tab is courses. Course information is also included in the academic catalog, and again is populated by the information that comes through our governance system. All courses in this example, the business administration courses, will be listed on that courses tab and will only reflect those courses that have been approved by the governance system. If courses need to be added or removed or edited, all of those edits and additions would need to be done through the governance system, again in a timely manner before the summertime, in order for those course changes to be included in the academic catalog. Well, academic catalogs are produced in the summertime and will only include those course changes that are reflective at that time. Any course changes that happen in the summer or later in the fall will have to wait to be publicized until the next academic catalog is produced. You can see here the logic behind this. The original governance tracking system was a system called SharePoint that we used many years ago. The content from that governance SharePoint system, including some of the information about our courses and our programs, has been entered into sent to our governance committees. Our governance committees consider changes to programs and courses and policies. And as those changes, especially to programs and courses, are made, the information about those changes is placed into our student information system called Colleague. Colleague is the home of record, where our academic information is stored about programs and courses and so much more. And that information is what ultimately updates the academic catalog. So a change to a course that needs to be made through governance, which is then entered in Colleague, which then populates this academic catalog. As we said earlier, the academic catalog is not only available in print form, but also online, and therefore the changes that happen through governance and are captured in our student information system and publicized in the academic catalog then make their way to the World Wide Web on Worcester State's website. Now, if you are making changes to any courses, you'll notice that, as an example here, this isn't a change to a requisite. It looks as though a prerequisite for this example course of the chemistry seminar was changed by this proposer back in 2021. As you can see on the right-hand side, this change has been approved based on those green colorings, by all of the different aspects of the governance system, and now is being placed in the colleague system, that student information record system. You can tell that by the yellow shading of the colleague word in our workflow on the right side of your screen. Once that information is entered into colleague, that will assure that this requisite change for the chemistry course is included not only in colleague, but also in the academic catalog and in self-service for when students go to register for classes. When that change is made, that makes its way right into the academic catalog. And you can see the example here. The prerequisites for Chemistry 475 have been changed because the change was made through governance, entered into colleague, and then brought into our academic catalog. If you are an academic chair and you choose to archive a course, you have the prerogative to do so within the governance system. Archiving a course means that the course is basically made inactive for the purposes of registration, academic catalogs, and other academic reasons at the university. In the example that you see here on the screen, this energy conservation course appears to have been archived in March of 2022. Because that course has been archived, that course will no longer appear in the academic catalog, it will no longer appear in self-service, and it will no longer be an active course in colleague. And you can see here the example where that GE 240 course has been taken out of the academic catalog to assure that it is not printed or included on our website. Now, if you are to make a change to an academic program, again, this happens through governance, but in this case, the history major appears to have a revision where the major course requirements decrease the number of 100 level courses. And you can see that now this change appears to have taken place in 2022 and now includes 2 100 level history courses for a total of 6 credits in the history major. A change of this sort will also be included in the academic catalog. And as you can see here, this is a screenshot of the history major as it appears in the academic catalog. And you can see that that change that was made in 2022 is now reflected in the catalog with only 2 100 level history courses and 6 credits in the history major. Now, again, we mentioned the faculty tab inside of the academic catalog. The faculty tab is exactly what it sounds like. It includes the names and information about faculty by academic department. Earlier, we showed the business administration example. Here, this is a criminal justice example, where in criminal justice in the 2022-23 catalog, you'll see the individuals that were included in the catalog at that time. This year, the faculty in criminal justice may have changed slightly. And in 2023-24, the individuals who are faculty members in criminal justice may change again. That information is updated by the Employee Services Office in the summertime, specifically on or very close to June 1st. What that means is that any individual who has already been hired as a faculty member by the university in, say, March or April will not be reflected on this list and will not be reflected on this list until the Employee Services Office does its update close to June 1st. Additionally, any faculty member who is hired after June 1st will not be included in the academic catalog that is produced that summer. Instead, that individual's name and information will be included in the next academic catalog, assuming that they are still employed by the university at that time. Now, once you have done all of the editing to your academic catalog, you've made your changes through governance to any programs or courses, you've edited the overview of the content perhaps in your academic department. If you're an administrative office, you've edited the content within your administrative area of the university. You have the ability to once again take a look at that content and see if it needs to be edited again. This light blue button that you see highlighted by the red arrow is where you can actually go in and edit your content. So by clicking on that light blue button, you bring up a banner in that you see here on the screen It's a beige or light brown banner that's highlighted by the horizontally oriented red arrow. This beige banner includes a number of different buttons that are important for you as you're doing your catalog editing. For example, all of the different tabs on your page, the Overview tab, the Programs tab, the Faculty tab, and the Courses tab, are all identified in the beige ribbon right next to the red arrow. So if you'd like to edit any of these sections or view any of these sections, you can click on them in that beige tab. Now, editing any of the content, for instance, the text, the body of the text within the body of your overview page, you can do so by clicking Page Body right at the top of your screen within that beige ribbon, and that will bring up a regular text editor, which gives you the ability to edit the text on your page. Oh, and there's a red arrow highlighting that Page Body tab. Once you've completed your editing, once that editing is completely done and you're satisfied with your edits, you're then going to go ahead and click the green arrow, the green button that says Approve all the way to the right of the screen that you're looking at. That Approve button means that you've satisfied yourself and your edits of this section of the catalog, and you're approving it to move on to the next stage of the workflow. If you'd like to see who that workflow is, you can click the button in the beige ribbon all the way to the left that says Owners and Workflow. That way you can see who it's going to next. Again, a department chair's edits might go to a dean's edits might go to a provost, as an example. But when you're all set and you're ready to approve the edits that you've made, again, you're going to click that green button that says Approve all the way to the right of your screen. So again, to start your catalog editing, you're going to start from the email that was sent to you for catalog editing. It looks a lot like the one right here on the screen. The best way to get to your editing is to click on that blue link right in the middle of the page. And if you don't happen to have that blue link, you can just type into your browser nextcatalog.worcester.edu/coursely/approve. That is all of the time that we have for our presentation today. If there are any questions, I encourage you to raise your hand or put them in the chat. I'm not seeing any yet, but we'll talk for just a couple more moments to allow any of those questions to come in. While I'm doing so, I will point out that additional assistance for catalog editing is available from the Enrollment Management Division. The Enrollment Management Division can be reached at extension 8497, and you can also visit us in the Shaughnessy building on the first floor in room 159. Not seeing any questions, we're going to wrap up here and say thank you very much for your efforts to edit the catalog for the 23-24 academic year. Thank you very much, and please do contact us if you have any questions. Thanks, everyone.